Hi, Mom. How are you guys doing today?
Good.
Good. Diamond, can you please verify your date of birth for me?
04/10/98.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And I'm sure you guys remember me, but I'm the occupational therapist today, and I'll be working with you today on your session. First things first. Diamond, you had a stroke about 6 weeks ago. Is that right?
Mhm.
How you doing?
I'm hurting a little bit.
Hurting a little bit. Can you tell me where you're experiencing pain?
My right arm.
Is it maybe because your arm is kind of hanging down there?
Probably.
Do you remember what we talked about how you should make sure that your arm is supported? You want me to help you?
Yes, please.
Okay, is it okay if I touch?
Yes.
She forgets sometimes, so I'm usually correcting her when we're at home.
Alright, Gabby, we're gonna take this hand and we're gonna grab this hand and go ahead and hold it there. Bring it to your stomach and hold it there so that way you're not in so much pain. Does that feel a little bit better?
Yes, thank you.
Good. Mom, I know last session we talked about using a sling when like making sure, her arm isn't kind of drooping down. Do you remember how to put the sling on?
Mhm.
Great. Can you go ahead and put this on Diamond?
Yeah.
Just so she's a little bit more comfortable as we start to move around.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And I'll be here if you need any help.
Alright, so I'm gonna open it up for her.
Okay.
And then could you move this arm away for me? Thank you. And then I'm gonna pick up her other arm.
Yeah.
And bring it all the way through.
Good. Diamond, you can go ahead and help if you.
Could you put your head down for me?
Make sure you're supporting her arm before you pull that up over her head.
And then put your head down.
Alright. Looks good. Perfect.
Thank you.
Alright. And so just a little bit about today's session. We're gonna do some transfers. I know, Diamond, me and you, we work on transfers all the time, but we wanna bring Mom in so she knows how to transfer you. I think you're going home in about 2 weeks, is that right?
Mhm.
Okay, great. So it's important that we kind of learn these skills now. Mom, I'm gonna have you jump in and help me out.
Okay.
First things first, before we go into anything, Mom, do you remember how to put the gate belt on?
Yeah, I think so. Do you mind giving me a little reminder?
Of course. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab both ends. We are going to use this end and we're gonna have it go through the teeth, kind of like there. And we're gonna pull it up and we're gonna have it go right back through this side. Always have it go through the teeth. We're gonna pull it tight and then at this point, you should be able to have it nice and tight around her waist. Can you go ahead and show me how you put this on?
Yep.
Diamond, you remember how to help Mom out and help me out when we're doing a transfer? Not a transfer, putting the gate belt on?
Yep.
Alright.
Hey, would you lean up for me? Up under her. Hold your arm up.
Alright, good job supporting that arm, Diamond.
And then you said to bring it through the teeth
Yep,
side.
through the teeth. Nice and tight.
And then I'm gonna pull it through the other side.
Alright.
Is that good?
That's really good. Great job, Mom.
Thank you.
Alright, so today we're gonna practice doing a slide board transfer. So we're gonna cover what to do about the environment. So in this case, I brought you guys down to the occupation slide because I wanted you to get a feel of what it looks like to be at home and doing these different transfers as Diamond recovers.
Okay.
So first thing first, I want to make sure that the environment is free of trip hazards. We want to make sure that you have all the equipment that you need so that you can do the transfer in that area. So we can start by, for example, moving the carpet. The carpet is a potential trip hazard. Do you guys have carpets at home?
Yeah, we do actually.
Okay, alright. So I don't know if you guys have rugs or carpets, but for this one, we want to go ahead and get this out the way so that no one's gonna trip over it.
Okay.
So we just roll this back up underneath and perfect. So gives us a clean space to work from. Let's see. Also, before moving Diamond, we want to make sure that the wheelchair is always locked.
Okay.
And then the chair. So we're gonna go through this, but the chair should be at a 30 to 45 angle The purpose of that is so that we can make sure that we're at the closest distance, so that when we put the slide board over, that diamond can kind of slide over. We don't want to make sure it's too far out. We don't want to run the risk of her falling.
Okay, do you need me to move for you?
Yeah. Do you have any questions so far? I know I'm talking a lot, but I just want to make sure I'm covering all this before we kind of get in there and start actually moving diamond.
Not yet, but I might have some whenever you start moving her.
Okay, perfect. So in addition to the environment, we want to make sure that we are removing the armrest for the wheelchair and that we're transferring diamond to her strongest side.
Okay.
So because her right side is most impacted, we want to move her to the left side.
Okay.
There's going to be situations where you're not going to be able to move diamond to her strongest side all the time, just given the environment and what your house looks like. So you have to be able to move her to both sides. And she may need a little bit more assistance when moving her to her right side.
Okay.
So just keep that in mind. We're actually going to practice that today as well. So I'm going to move her first, and then you'll move her right back, so that way we can kind of get a feel of what it feels like.
Got it.
Next, we're going to go over body mechanics, but first I'm going to go ahead and remove the footrest. Diamond, I'm going to go ahead and
Do you mind if I see?
yeah, of course. So we're going to come and we're just going to kind of lift up Diamond's foot, and we're going to, there's a little lever right here that's going to kick this right on out.
Okay.
Then we're going to have Diamond's foot back down, and we're going to lift it, and it comes right off like poop.
Got it. Okay.
And then we want to make sure that we remove this armrest. We want to keep this armrest so that Diamond has something to support her.
Okay.
But this one comes off. Now, do you remember how to take this off?
I actually don't.
Okay, well, let me show you.
Okay.
So move this out the way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over, and here's a couple of buttons, and you
Okay.
just push both these buttons at the same time, and it clicks and it removes this rest. So you
Easy
can go
enough.
ahead and set this to the side.
Okay. It's pretty easy.
Perfect. So just going over next your body mechanics, and I just want to make sure I'm hitting all the points. So you want to be as close as possible to Diamond. You want to make sure you have both hands on the gate belt.
Okay.
And to protect yourself, one, just take a moment and say, how am I doing today?
Mhm.
Do I feel like I'm, strong enough to do this? Is there someone that can help me if I need help? But most importantly, you want to make sure that you're safe while transferring Diamond.
Okay.
Then, we want to make sure you're gonna have your feet slightly apart in a nice, kind of like you're getting ready to do a squat.
Okay.
And then you're gonna come as close as possible on her, and I'm gonna demonstrate so that way you can see.
Okay, that works.
And I'm gonna make sure, before I move Diamond, I'm gonna make sure I have my slide board within the vicinity where I can grab it. So we're gonna come close. So here we are standing here. I wanna make sure that I have an open window,
Mhm.
and when I squat, I'm here. And then you wanna make sure you pivot.
Okay.
You don't wanna shuffle or twist your back. You wanna be strong here and help her go over.
Got it.
Diamond is gonna kind of slide her butt,
Mhm.
so that way she's gonna be helping you. Encourage her, tell her what you're gonna do before you guys do it. So, all right, Diamond, are you ready?
I think.
All right. Well, you gotta be, because we're gonna get you over here. All right. So I'm grabbing the slide board,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna ask Diamond, can you come forward for me just a little bit? Scoot to as close as you can to the edge. I'm right here so you won't fall. And then I'm gonna have Diamond go ahead and lift up as far as you can over, so that way you can get this underneath you. Sometimes it's not an uneven surface, but we want to get it as close as possible.
Okay.
How does that feel, Diamond?
Good.
So as we're transferring, we want to make sure you have her hand is flat, not here because it can get pinched when she comes down. So make sure your hand is flat. And we're gonna come here. We're gonna make sure that my knee is here so that I can make sure that this leg doesn't slip out.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab her by her gate belt,
Mhm.
and I'm then going to ask her to slide over. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Okay.
How was that, Diamond?
Okay.
Really good.
Good. So, you have any questions, Mom?
No, that didn't look that bad.
Okay. So we're just gonna leave the slide board here, and I'm gonna ask that, we're gonna ask Diamond to kind of scoot back up a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna have you try to give her a try now.
Okay.
So
Do you want me to stand here?
yes. So you wanna stand here. Actually, you should come on this side of her.
Okay.
Make sure you have an open window
Okay, so here.
where you can squat and then turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I'm
Alright, and then I'll come on this side just to make sure you guys are okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. Good job, Mom.
Thank you.
Perfect.
You can move up there and I'll take this one up under you.
Good job, guys. Alright. How was that, Diamond?
Pretty.
How did Mom do?
She's a trooper.
She's a trooper.
I tried.
Alright, ladies. So that really concludes our session, but for the next session, I really want to focus on doing different surfaces. So next time we may work on going from the bed to the chair to the wheelchair. We may also add a little bit of car transfer in there because that's something that you guys are going to need to know how to do when it's time to go home in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I also want to recommend potentially considering outpatient therapy, occupational therapy, just to kind of make sure that Diamond is still strengthening her upper extremity and working on things that, you know, she may need to do later on in life so she can get back to her occupations.
Okay.
Or the things that are important to her. Let me stop my gibberish. And then that's it. Mom, do you have any questions?
No, we appreciate it.
Okay, Diamond, do you have any questions for me?
Thank you so much.
All right. Mom, here's a handout for everything that we covered today. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions.
Okay, thank you.